There was a time when a man's appearance wasn't an afterthought. A time when putting on a shirt, a jacket, a pair of polished shoes wasn't about vanity. It was about self-respect. Men understood that the way you dressed was the way you showed the world what kind of man you were. And somewhere along the way, we lost that. Today, comfort is king. But somewhere between casual and careless, we've forgotten that how we present ourselves still matters. The shift happened slowly. The office went from suits to khakis, then from khakis to joggers, and now, remote work in your underwear. There's nothing wrong with comfort, but when every day looks like laundry day, something's gone missing. We lost something. Our fathers and grandfathers didn't always wear suits because they had to. They wore them because they respected the occasion of living. Even the most ordinary day, a trip to the market, a Sunday walk, it was worth dressing for. Today, we live in an era where everyone's told, just be yourself, thinking that reinforces individuality and self-realization. But in reality, that mentality has allowed us all to sink to the lowest depths of human nature. Every man now wears a printed t-shirt and cargo shorts, like it's a uniform. It seems as individuals, we're all conformists. But let me drop some truth on you. You expressed yourself before you ever speak. Your clothes don't just cover you, they communicate you. And when we stop caring about that message, we start fading into the background. We all become conformists, sinking to the least common denominator. For us gray foxes, or stylish men over 40, we have a unique opportunity, even a responsibility, to bring back that lost standard. Not because we want to live in the past, but because we understand something younger generations haven't learned yet. Respect starts with how you carry yourself. And they haven't learned it because we haven't taught them. This is on us. We're the generation that has seen both worlds, the old school and the new. We've seen what happens when discipline slips to our bodies, to our minds, to our relationships. This began when the daily ritual of dressing with care was replaced by a good enough mentality. But the truth is, dressing well sharpens you. It signals that you take your life and yourself seriously, not in a stiff or arrogant way, but with quiet dignity. When a man dresses with intention, people notice, not because he's flashy, but because he's complete. Here's something most modern men never realize. The act of dressing well actually rewires how you feel. When you wear structure, you think with structure. When you stand tall, you speak with confidence. When you dress sharp, your mind follows suit. Psychologists call it enclothed cognition. It's the idea that what you wear affects how you think and perform. There was a study published in the Journal of Experimental Social Psychology that was done in 2012 that showed that men who wore formal attire actually performed better in abstract thinking tests than those dressed in casual clothes. Why? Because they felt more powerful, more capable, more composed. That's not fashion theory. That's neuroscience, gentlemen. So when someone says, it's just clothes, who cares? I say, no, brother, it's your suit of armor. Now, don't mistake this for chasing luxury labels or designer logos. The lost art of dressing like a man isn't about money, it's about intention. You can look sharp in a $50 shirt if it fits right and you wear it with pride. You can look sloppy in a $5,000 suit if you don't respect yourself enough to iron it. Style isn't about impressing strangers. It's about reinforcing your own standards. Because when you care about the details, the press of your shirt, the shine on your shoes, it's not ego. It's discipline. It's self-respect. That's what separates the men who drift through life from the men who direct it. To dress like a man today isn't to cling to the past. It is to reclaim a mindset, one that says, I take myself seriously. I value the day ahead. I care about how I show up. Being a gentleman isn't outdated. It's just rare. And in a world of endless casualness, being intentional makes you stand out. Not because you're louder, but because you're steadier. A man in control of his appearance is often a man in control of his direction, and that's magnetic. That's what this channel and this Brotherhood, this Mandem, is all about. We're not about chasing trends. We're about chasing meaning, purpose. We're redefining what it means to be a man in a world that's forgotten what that word really means. It's not about ego. It's not about flash. It's about showing up for yourself, for your family, for your God, for your future. Because when one man raises his standard, others will follow. You're meant to be that leader, and that's how the Brotherhood grows. So tomorrow morning, when you reach for your clothes, don't just think of them as just fabric. Think of them as your statement. Ask yourself, what does this say about the man I am and the man I'm becoming? Because this simple act of dressing with care isn't just fashion. It's the lost art of dressing like a man.